Hello everybody, here is my newly renovated studio space. I thought I'd show you. Here in the first chamber I have my tools and things that I use not only for pottery but fixing things. I had to conserve space, so I put most things on the walls like this. And the workbench where I do some work, and underneath the workbench I have, I don't know how many, 25 different large buckets mostly full of glazes. I bought recently 12 new glazes, and they come in bags like this. This glaze is, I don't know how it looks like actually. I can't remember all the things I bought, but they come like this, and then you put them in a bucket and you pour water in and you let it soak and you stir around, and then you sieve it through one of these sieves, and then it's ready to be used as a glaze. And here I have, as you see, it's very tight living here. It's 9 square meters, but I think I got a lot of stuff in here. And here is the control center for the kiln and more stuff. So, and here's it's a trash bin actually, and I use it for keeping my clay, most of my clay in here, because it's good if the clay doesn't dry out. So I put maybe a glass of water in this bucket every now and then. It keeps it moist. All right, and here we come in to the pottery itself, and there's also a door here to the outside. So out here is where my kiln is. It's the kiln. It's under a roof, but it's outside, dark now. So here is the studio space. One part of the space is this workstation here. This is where I wedge my clay, and I can do other things here with the clay. It's a good clay workbench. And here are some tools and a scale when I weigh the clay. Here are pyrometric cones to put in the oven. In the kiln, look like this. They bend when it's the right temperature. Here are stuff to build shelves in the kiln, and here are some kiln shelves. Yeah. Here's a vacuum cleaner with an extra long 5-meter hose. So I put the vacuum cleaner outside the space when I vacuum, so I don't stir up the dust in here. Here is the shelves for placing freshly thrown pots on to dry. For example, here's an extra large coffee pot from my friend Luke in the United States. And here's another one I made. Some espresso mugs. Here's a yarn bowl for Hassan's mother. Here's a bowl that is biscuit fired and glazed, but it's not glaze fired yet. Here's a big fruit bowl that I did yesterday. It's still a bit damp, but it's probably dry in 2 days. Here are some Japanese wedding bowls, a bottle, and here are some tests. It's for test glazing. Here underneath here I have my chucks and my gypsum board for drying clay on. Underneath here some more clay. Then here I have another workstation with a big bench. Underneath the bench I have plastic bags, different paints and stuff that I just couldn't find anywhere else to put. And here a bucket is full of dry clay that will be recycled in due time. Here are some wheel bats or throwing bats. Use a lot of towels. And here are just more stuff in the production. Glazes and other materials. And like that. And here is my my wheel. This is where I sit, like this, like that, where I sit and work, and very nicely located are the tools that I usually use when I throw and turn. More material here that I use when I turn, and here's the bucket with water, and a Assalamu alaikum. And a mirror so that I can see the silhouette of the piece that I'm working on. And of course the flamethrower, the gas burner that hangs like this. And that's it. So what I've done here, I put there was mold in the floor here. This building is built right on dirt. Actually, there's very badly built in the 1974. So I tore up just the mat carpet, actually plastic carpet, and put a new flooring in. Actually, it's ventilated with air, so hopefully it won't get moldy again. And then I painted the whole thing, put some more lights in, and I built all these shelves and things. Before, I actually had almost the same amount of stuff in here as before, but I'd say I have 50% more floor space now when I organized it like this. So that's it, folks. My new pottery studio. I'm very excited. It's a so big difference to work in this space than the one I had before, which is the same room, it's just reorganized. Alrighty. I think I'm going to throw some bowls today, like deeper bowls for dining table, like to eat soup or yogurt or things like that in. So we'll see what happens, if they turn out all right. I don't know, but let's try. Talk to you soon. Assalamu alaikum.